Super college football tailgates are Paulie's most favorite. And when he does show up at one, his menu's always a hit. His brats and beers will make you cheer. And don't forget the frisket. Super college football tailgates are Paulie's most favorite. Humdiddly yay beer pong, humdiddly yay hot dogs. Super college football tailgates are Paulie's most favorite. Just the sound of tapping kicks and singing to a man fit. Smells of fall creamy coleslaw and cider are his respite. Super college football tailgates are Paulie's most favorite.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard College for box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles. They are the Danitz in Milford. Guy, everybody's all excited now that the college playoff rankings have been rankings have been released. Now, Paulie, have these selection shows become the biggest theater in sports?
A little bit. I don't watch the shows themselves because, that's a real big waste of time, I think. When it hits my Twitter and I see the rankings, that's all I really need. I mean, there's nothing they can tell me about college football that I don't know by watching it. So watching the show itself seems like a real big waste of time. But I love the rankings.
You guys had Keenan Reynolds, the quarterback for Navy. They are surprising everyone this year, but he wanted you guys to know that the midshipmen rank above all other service academies.
A little birdie told me that Fritzy, one of the producers, has an Army hat on. So before we do the interview, can we get him to take the Army hat off?
Wow. Would you like for him to drop and maybe give you 10 push-ups?
Yeah, that's
right,
worth.
Fritzy, take off the hat and you know what? Maybe 5 push-ups. He might get injured here, Keenan. So, Fritzy, can you do 5 push-ups here? I said to him, Fritzy, Keenan is at Navy, and he goes, yeah, but I wanted to wear something for Veterans Day. So, how's Fritzy? So he took the hat off and he's doing his push-ups.
Retested.
I hope not. That was a little tricky. I hadn't done that in a while before, and as everybody knows, because I talk about it all the time, I do have an abdominal hernia and another hernia.
What would that have to do with push-ups?
Well, certainly for the abdominal. I don't know if so much didn't put too much pressure on the groin, but the abdomen, at least the way I do it, I was definitely feeling some tightness in the stomach.
Some of the symptoms you described were consistent with either a stroke or a heart episode.
Yeah, you had a bad taste in it?
Yeah, like copper dust. Your left arm went numb.
Yeah,
I was a little worried
my arm was
about
shaking a little bit. I started getting a strange burping, reflux.
Yeah, we were considering looking for something to electroshock.
Was it after the first or second push-up that things really went wild?
Pretty much midway through the second one. And then I thought, I was instructed to do 10, so I pushed out 10. But then I'm hearing back that
but we, at like 8, we hit 9-1, so we just had to hit one more digit. We just we were ready to go.
It's because we care.
I was concerned with the tingling in my left hand and the acid reflux. That can't be a good
But here's another thing. You have really big arms, and you seem to do a lot of curls. Do you do any tricep work? And you've lost also 30 pounds. You think push-ups would be a strength?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of biceps, and
actually your tricep is enormous.
I'll do that pull down
decline press
for the triceps, like that pull down machine and bicep curls. But I don't really do
triceps are like this big. You're a freak, dude.
But my body used to look a little more normal back in the day when I would actually like bench press and do other parts of the body. But other than some treadmill and standing in front of the mirror going like this with
Isn't it so weird that you were once completely jacked? Like, this is ridiculous.
It's very
and then every part of your body gave up except for your arms.
Yeah, everything.
Like everyone just left town.
Everything broke down from.
It was like it's like gentrification. Your arms are staying.
It was terrible. And
it's the last house holding out.
And even after various medical procedures, I asked the nurses to bring in some free weights. So while everything else is falling apart and they're reattaching intestines, as long as I can go like this.
Yeah, this is?
Look at that guy,
Adonis.
He could have been an actor.
That's you, dude.
It's so bizarre.
What is going
thank God that
on?
picture exists. I had some hair on my head and some definition.
Dude, did you slay with the ladies?
I had my moments. Slay would be a very strong way to put it. I've had a couple of experiences, not as much as I'd like, and I'm still looking back on what might have been if I would have gone away to college instead of.
That won't haunt you forever.
Now the question is, did you slay any of the ladies?
Right.
See how I ducked that question?
Yeah.
Again, only a few.
The Heather Thomas poster in the.
Fritzy, you did about 10 push-ups today. In your prime, what is the maximum number of push-ups you could do?
Wow.
10?
I probably, maybe in the 30, 40 area. I wasn't a big push-up, and certainly wasn't a big sit-up person. I'd go to the gym and I'd try some different machines and lift some weights, but I didn't really have
it's like the Loch Ness Monster reveal.
Shredded.
I didn't really follow any kind of plan. I remember I'd go out to the park and I'd shoot hoops and stuff, and then I'd have these little handlebar things that you put on the ground to help.
You bring those to the park with you?
I did.
Look at that arm.
I mean, like, look at this. Like, you're walking through a public area with no shirt on, and there's people around.
Yeah,
That's how confident you are.
The head of the camp used to yell at me like, "Todd, put on your shirt." This was this.
Because there was underage kids there.
Dude, you look like
By the nature of being a camp.
And there was like 14, 15, 16-year-old CITs and stuff like that. But I walked around thinking I was a tough guy with my my sweatpants and no shirt on. But he would constantly say,
Sweatpants,
"Put on
no
your
shirt."
shirt." And
What's going through your mind right here? Do you have any idea?
I think I was waiting for a volleyball or something or a football to be thrown my way.
He looks like he's saying, "I got next."
Yeah.
Sort of walking with like a.
It was like a
Which
chaos
way
mas
is
macho.
the ice cream
Yeah,
stand?
there was definitely a lot of flexing.
At that point, were you underwearless as well?
You know what? I think I may have been.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
when
might
did
have-
you officially give up on underwear?
I think the experience started when I was in the hospital when I was like 27,
They all do.
28, and I was wearing this gown, and I realized how it just felt very cool under there and just felt very free.
So you prefer a long hospital stay?
Not so much prefer, but I do like the fact that like it was expected to just wear the gown and not anything underneath, because when they come press your stomach and check you out and do all kinds of tests on you and stuff, it's easier for them not to have the underwear on. And then once I got checked out of there, I'm like, you know what? Why do I need to really go back to the underwear?
Give them to charity.
So there you go.
All right, coming up, there's one thing that McLovin refuses to be. That's a real head. We'll figure that all out next. But first, hey, let's take a look at something that looks delicious. It's the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. Yeah, that's not swirly and brown. That is magnificent and magenta. Every truck can haul a trailer, tow a boat, or climb a hill, but not everybody has the most fuel-efficient half-ton truck on the road. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram.
Seton has got poop head on. The mask.
I'm just trying to get Andrew to embrace it a little bit
McLovin won't do it.
He's a little resistant.
McLovin will not do it.
It's not a big deal.
He's a journalist, and of all the goofy things you've done on this show, McLovin, you draw the line with poop head.
Did you ever think you would utter that sentence?
Yes.
This is surreal.
Yeah, Fritzy.
I kind of respect that he won't bow to the peer pressure. Good for him.
We are back here on the box score. Christmas has arrived early in the shape of a poop head. Seton was very excited about this and actually donned it for a couple jumpers today, put it on and went out there to the court. And as Marv Albert would say, it's number 2 for 2, yes, with the flush. Seton, I mean, how long is this popularity of this mask going to reign in the man cave?
Oh man, it's just, we're still trying to feel it out, but it's still got its whole lifespan ahead of it. We've only used it twice, and that was really just like, hey, look, we got this crappy mask, let's put it on.
Any chance Deuce O'Connor catches on?
I love it. I love it. I love Deuce O'Connor.
I love impressive hitting baskets with that thing.
Yeah, you really can't see
breathe.
very well. I got very lucky that Andrew didn't hit me in the nuts, which he tried to do, and I appreciate it.
Oh, actually, I
like
was
that a
going
lot.
for your abdomen, but I should have gone for the nuts.
Yeah, that's a lot more funny.
You said you could see.
Yeah,
but
you
not-
can't really see, actually. I was going poker face with you because I really couldn't see
Now,
anything.
you are not a huge fan of germs. Now, what point is the poop mask sharing the poop
I'm
mask?
really the only one who's worn it. I know Todd put it on for like 2 seconds.
But as it gets circulated through the group.
Yeah, it might wear on me. A little
Yeah.
bit. The thought of everybody else's sweaty, hot breath
it's kind of
rubbing right up against it.
It does seem like
really
one
like
guy
that.
could put it on, sneeze whilst wearing mask, and the whole bit's over.
Yeah, that might ruin it. That might ruin it. I love Andrew's resistance to
Get your
it,
flu
though.
shots.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was thinking about I'll wear it after Paulie and Dan wears it. I'll be the last guy to wear it. Because that's something you can put on your resume.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you holding on to like some shred of dignity after the life of this show, whereas mine is gone. So I figure
right
my
there with
only
you.
real hope to salvage a life after this is to make myself more entertaining, and like I have to be the guy who wears the poop head mask. You could be like a real journalist still or something. I'm like,
Well, I'm clearly going to have
Could
to
be.
wear it. I'm
Because
clearly
you
going to have to
currently
wear
must
it.
not be, because that means
Do you think Dan will wear it?
probably.
oh, definitely. I think
Yeah.
he wants to. He just
I
doesn't
kinda
want to
think he
blow
kinda
it yet.
wants to, yeah.
He's got like a little, thing, a little sparkle in his eye.
I'm
where
clearly
he's
going to
like,
have to
"Ooh,
wear it
poop
at some
head."
point. I'm just
No
setting
way
myself
you're
up for
You're
a
actually
more
more likely to wear it because you're trying not to.
Yeah. Although, no, the second it came in, Dan wanted me to wear it. I could tell. It was like he
It's like
sort
the
of
main
had that
reason we
twinkle.
got it.
Yeah, there was a twinkle in his eye. He sort of enjoys putting me down, I think.
They're not booing you. They're saying poop.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Poop. Deuce O'Connor, Seaman O'Connor. Close relatives, by the way. Fritzy, another conversation came up today about taking down the wall of morale. Now, which would you rather have happen? The wall of morale comes down, or do you have to wear the poop mask for 3 shows?
Wow. I want to see the wall of morale up there, and I'm going to go wall of morale, and I would put on the mask. Although, again, it's very hot in there and very sticky. The eyes are very teeny. There's not a lot of breathing room in there. 3 full shows would be a long time. A few segments would be a little more reasonable just so you don't pass out altogether.
It gets hot in there.
But bottom line is you can't get rid of the wall of morale. As Seton said earlier during the show, like maybe you could move a few around or replace one for another temporarily, as Hannah Davis or whoever else we want to put up there. But you can't just get rid of the wall of morale.
It's like I don't know where Dan's head is on this one. It's like the creator of Baywatch goes, you know what? Let's make it all male lifeguards. Let's just change the show up a little bit. No one ever said that on the Baywatch set. If they did, they would have been escorted from the set. Baywatch, legendary. This show, hopefully legendary. That's it.
This has been Wall of Morale Talk and Poop Talk. We will return. We will find out where the Danettes want to lace them up for just one game. It's Know Your O next. Welcome back to Box Score. There are a ton of big games being played in magnificent stadiums all over this glorious nation of ours. We asked the guys if you could play one game in one stadium, where would it be? They told us, we taped it. It's time to play.
No! Yours!
One game in one stadium. College?
You know the rules, so let's play the game. One game, one stadium, anywhere. Let's start off. Front row, Seton. Where would Paulie play given the chance?
Crap.
Get some clarification.
All right, so is there a sport? Did we designate a sport? Did we just leave it wide
sport.
open?
No sport. We just ask you if you could play one game in one stadium, where would it be?
One game in one stadium.
I have no recollection of my answer.
See, Paul doesn't really play sports necessarily.
And there's not archery stadiums. It's more
Right,
like
so it'd be like some type of
That'd
Olympic
be a little
venue.
dangerous, wouldn't it?
Yes, indoor archery is bad.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say it's got to be Soldier Field. Chicago guy, loves Walter Payton, and you played football. So okay, all right. Well, is there a great famous wrestling mat that I should be aware of?
Iowa Hawkeye Arena.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Soldier Field.
All right, is it Soldier Field?
Wrigley Field.
Oh. Damn.
You had a 50-50 chance.
See, I didn't go Wrigley because Paul didn't play baseball. So I went Soldier because of football, and he sort of played.
I think I went Wrigley because the Cubs have never won a World Series, and I thought, to be able to be on a Cubs World Series team would be cool. But I don't remember my own answer.
That's all right.
What are you gonna do?
Close enough. I get a half point.
Okay, to the back row, McLovin. Where's Fritzy going to sit him up and do battle?
Certainly Mile High. I don't know. Invesco Stadium, sponsored by All Right Insurance.
Does Chatsworth, California?
That's gonna be a close second.
I don't know the name of the stadium, but it's going to be a mile high.
Chatsworth.
It's going to be in front of the crazed orange and blue fans.
Chatsworth.com Bowl.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos, Mile High. What's it called?
The Ramrod.
Sport Authority Field?
Sport Authority Field.
You don't know the name of the
I think it's called Sport Authority.
It used to be Invesco like
Field at
last year.
Mile High.
Did they change it again?
I thought it was
Who
Sport
knows?
Authority, the Sports Authority.
Okay, we will
Mile High
go
Stadium.
with, it's either the Grotto or Mile High. Let's see.
This should be easy, and if McLovin doesn't get this, or whoever's going to be my partner for this game,
like Yankee Stadium.
got to go with the Denver Broncos and to be on that field, ideally in a championship playoff game, and either throwing the game-winning touchdown or catching the game-winning touchdown as a member of the Denver Broncos.
So you have no idea what the name of the field is, do you?
I like to call it Mile High Stadium, which I wish it was called Mile High
Do
Stadium.
you have to know the exact name of the stadium to get this answer correct?
I don't think so. I think it's the field that the Denver Broncos currently play on.
What do you think, Brock? Does he have to know the name of it?
Acceptable. But
No,
I'm not the
no,
judge.
no,
It's up to,
no. And
it's up
we,
to Brock and the team.
We're also giving him points for looking like a Chevy Astro in that tape. All right, Paulie, where does Seton want to play his one game at?
I was thinking where Seton Hall plays basketball, but I have no idea the name of that fine place.
The middle one.
Who was the guy who used to call the games for Seton Hall?
Prudential Center.
Warren. Werner Fusel. What was that guy's name? He was great.
Warner.
Not Warner Wolf. This great guy used to call the Seton Hall basketball games. I'm going to go Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots play.
Is it Gillette Stadium?
Yankee Stadium. Either second base or pitch, definitely.
I didn't realize Seton would all of a sudden become a Yankee fan again.
We must have taped this a long time ago.
Yeah, what was this taped? 08?
And you know what? Actually, in my head the whole time, I had no idea what the answer was to it. And I was like, oh, probably Notre Dame. I'd want to go play a game in Notre Dame, do that. Who knows? Any day of the week, it's a totally different answer, I'm sure.
We use it from a different Know Your Row. Where were you arrested? But we just switched the question. All right, last one for the back row. Fritzy, where would McLovin play his one game at?
I'm hopeful he went with the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, where he would put on a nice pink and powder bluish Mike Schmidt jersey and run around
now
the bases.
You're talking about.
How about the Federal Reserve?
Hitting and fielding as Michael Jack Schmidt in Philly.
A little place called Cupertino.
Yeah, was it? Veteran
number
Stadium.
20 jersey.
That'd be nice. If I could play in one stadium for one game, it would have to be probably football. I think coming out of like Alabama or something and running out on that to hear that many people yell and go crazy in one of those 100,000 people stadiums, 100,000 fan stadiums, that's got to be the way to go.
Oh, that's right.
You totally pulled a Fritzy there.
Wow.
Brian Denny.
Where'd that come from?
I think it must have been a Monday, and I'd just been watching Alabama play on TV.
You totally went Todd Fritz.
I think I misunderstood the question.
Brian Dennehy Stadium.
Well, maybe I thought, first of all, Veteran Stadium was officially torn down 20 years ago.
He's a legend in those
I know,
parts.
but the old Veteran Stadium, if you can go back to any era, I thought you can also
Did
go
I say you
time
could go
machine.
anytime?
That's how I took it. But I saw you putting on a Michael Jack Schmidt jersey and running around Old Veteran Stadium. That would be your one special moment, to be there where your legendary favorite player would be. Obviously overthinking that.
You
Why
screwed
did
up.
I not think Alabama?
We were looking for
Oh,
Alabama.
that's me.
and
Alabama
where
football.
That
Rammer
Nevis
jammer.
linebacker McLovin at 245, 6'5", really packs a wallop. Congratulations to the back row. You won with Mile High, kind of. All right, stay with us. There is a very tense debate on who is going to take your lady, get her out of the room. But first, this is the box score. We're taking a break to remind you that the Ram Heavy Duty, with its best-in-class towing, torque, and horsepower, doesn't need a break. And we'll take your lady over to the East Side Motel. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram.
We're at this party. Everyone's having a good time. There's Europeans, there's Americans. All of a sudden, someone busts out an acoustic guitar, and no one really knew how to play it. It was just sitting there at this party. My buddy Trey, good-looking dude, average-looking dude, nice guy, all of a sudden takes out this guitar and starts tearing it up. And let me tell you something. Every girl that I was trying to talk to went over and talked to Trey.
We are closing up the box score right now. A hard-hitting poll question hit the interwebs today. It's who is most likely to take your old lady? Doctor, lifeguard, fireman, man in uniform, or musician? Let's take musician out of the running here. McLovin, which of any of these are the Danettes qualified to do?
Oh, none. Not a single one of those things. I mean, lifeguard, we're close. We could probably pass some sort of test. By the way, why would
Fritz can't swim?
I can't.
I don't totally.
Yeah, but you had the bod for it, man, back in the day.
I could pretend I could stand there in the sand, and then as soon as someone
Just a
actually needed
rash of
help, I'd
drownings
have to go
in
to
your
one of my
clothes.
associate bodyguards.
You could spin a
We
whistle.
certainly don't have
could do that.
the brains or the discipline to be a doctor. Let's see, what else was on that list? None of us could be Australians. That was discussed. I don't see any of us. Paulie likes to pretend he's a fireman, but I
would have liked to have been a fireman.
Yeah, and what's the other job that was on there? Whatever, we can't do it.
Well,
But-
it was musician. It was
Why
musician.
is it Danette on this list?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we can't do that. Why is it Danette? Danette is we could pull if we were single.
No, we can't.
If we were single, dude, we would totally get.
I was single, and now we weren't on TV, but I used to go with Dan on the road, and Dan would have piles of guys waiting to talk to him. And if I wanted to meet dudes, I would hang out with Dan Patrick all day. Like it was just unbelievable. The piles of dudes just waiting to talk to Dan. We go out, piles.
Nice.
Great.
Well, musician actually was the one that didn't make the question right now, but you did run that on the poll question. And does that make two-a-days the lady killer of the man cave?
Oh, clearly. That's not even close.
My wife thinks two-a-days is cute, but...
Two-a-days has got a good thing going on. He's got like this singer-songwriter thing, long hair, usually like a 3-day to full beard growth situation. Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, and nobody wants to get with a producer, and the last thing he is a producer. So he's doing really well as a guitarist, and I think
about to be on American Idol.
American Idol, hopefully, and nothing is more curious to me than 6-8 weeks from now, in 2 days, if he makes American Idol, comes back from it, and what the changes are. Because I'd put money on it that we may never see him again, or not. We see him, but not work with him again. I put 25% chance of that.
All right, well, it's interesting that Seton gave him high praise because we actually went to the Twitter machine today and asked them who was the bigger heartthrob. Is it Seton or 2 days is going to steal your lady of the guitar players? Now, Fritzy, do you agree with these rankings, or should have Seton have won this?
Wow, that's a little bit more of a blowout than I thought it would be. Seton's a good-looking guy. I've seen him play the guitar. I've seen him.
Why are limited selections on the poll question? Were there only 2 options?
I don't know why it was narrowed down to those two, but if we're going to play by the rules of that particular tweet that was put out, I would see. I'd probably lean towards the youth of 2 days with the whole performing. He's always going to these different clubs doing his set. I thought it'd be more 60-40 than 70.
What year would be the year of yourself you put forth? Like 86, Todd Fritz?
Ooh.
That picture.
Yeah,
1986.
I'd probably go somewhere in the mid to late 80s. 86,
for me, I would go like 94, Paulie Pabst. I was on a solid run right after college. McLovin, what was your best year?
99. I grew out a big Jufro when that was stylish. Nice. I'm allowed to say that. I was watching, I'd go to the Wilco concert and just clean up, baby.
Yeah.
99, 2000.
All right, to 2015, Todd Fritz, who's on tomorrow?
Steve Sciarippa of Sopranos fame, Bobby Bacala, big New York sports fan, will join us. He may even do a little cooking in the New York City man cave. Sean O'Hara, NFL Network analyst, former Super Bowl champ with the Giants, will be in studio. And we're going to catch up with at some point with Nigel Eccles, CEO of FanDuel, to find out what's going on between him and the Attorney General.
Yeah, let's get some clarification on that. Well, thank you, gentlemen. And of course, it's Veterans Day, so a special thank you to all who serve our country and protect our interests abroad. And to my father, Marine, rest in peace, brother. Cheers.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey! Thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!